We're in the ramble.
All right.
Okay, man. First ramble in a long time.
I need to get out of my sexy persona. Let me
Yeah,
take
man.
this
It
fucking
is
jacket off.
sweltering hot in here.
Good lord. All right.
I'm not enjoying it.
Do you have any that like you think any animes you think probably like are considered to be super sexy that we didn't talk about? I know people kept telling me, dude, High School of the Dead is Jiggle Central.
Yeah, High School of the Dead. And actually is good. I thought about putting it on there, but it is just not quite as sexy as Prison School.
Okay.
With all the fetish stuff going on.
Yeah, I get you.
But another one, I just had it in my mind. We
can talk about any number of like
harems and
ichis.
Monster
Musume.
Yeah, Musume.
Everyday life with monster girls or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one is, I mean, just watch the first minute of it.
That one I hadn't finished, so I was like, I'm not gonna go through this because
yeah, no kidding. There's a straight up snake girl busting a nut in the first 30
that part
seconds.
didn't bother me.
Yeah, but like it was I don't know. Yeah, I'm with you.
It's a girl that is drawn very, very, very young.
Yeah, she'd like the harpy girl or whatever. Yeah, I don't know. Do it for me. To Love Ru is one that was suggested to me. I still haven't watched that. I started to, and then I was like, it's a harem. You've seen one, you've seen a bunch, but they're fine sometimes. I don't know. Maybe I'll check it out one day.
There are other shows I think that could, like it depends on what you classify as something sexy. If you're talking about just nudity in a show, I can give you 100.
Oh yeah.
But like I would feel really weird about putting Elfin Lead on our sexy.
Yeah, no kidding. Well, see, that's the thing is like I would say in terms of purely like how obviously sexual it is, despite there being no fan service or any nudity at all. There were several episodes of oh hell, what's the name of it now? The one that I liked and you didn't like because it didn't have a great ending.
Not Hanibado.
This is gonna drive me nuts now.
Oh god, dude.
Bloom Into You.
Bloom Into You. There we go.
That's it. There were moments in there where like they're inches away from each other and like it's so tense.
Yeah.
Like it's clearly super sexual tension. But like, I would feel uncomfortable calling that a sexy anime because it's not.
Plus,
really.
A lot of it too. Homegirl just straight up isn't into it.
Yeah, no, that's the thing. But then like, there's bits where they are and aren't, and it's it's like one of those where they can't quite be on the same page at the same time.
Yeah.
Yeah, but no, there's a lot of stuff like that. I don't know. I feel like we had some pretty good lists.
I feel like there are probably some out there that I haven't seen yet too that are pretty sexy. Yeah, Corey was telling me about one. K-On! Or something like that. Oh yeah,
K-On's very popular.
It's something about it's about water sports, but not like the water sports in Prison School.
Oh, you're talking about like where the girls are slamming their butts into each other and stuff?
Yeah, they do like the gladiator stuff.
Yeah.
Where they fight with the big Q-tip and knock each other off of a platform.
There was one I remember years ago watching an episode of and just being like, well, this is too absurd. Have you ever heard of Queensblade? I think it's what it's called.
I have not heard of that.
It's basically like I watched half an episode and I was like, I'm out. But essentially what I remember is it's like a bunch of like warrior women in like super, metal bikinis and whatnot, going to battle and stuff. And the first thing I remember is a woman in a metal bikini, some kind of armor, fighting a goo monster who is also shaped like a woman. And the goo monster shoots goo monster acid out of her nipples and it melts her armor. And there you go. That's all you need to know. Okay. And I'm like, I'm good. I don't think I need this. I think it was called Queensblade. I'm pretty sure.
I could have.
It's absolutely absurd.
There's another show that it has Blade in the title, Witchblade, based off the Top Cow comic here in America. There was an anime of it. I have it down there. It isn't generally well received, but I thought it was a pretty good anime. But it is very. Witchblade is known for being extremely sexy. With the very, very skimpy outfits. I mean, the main character, I think, if I remember correctly, her name is Ryoko. I'm not sure of that. But, I mean, she's straight up...
Slime girl.
Oh, yeah, nice slime girl.
I just found a picture of her. I had to make sure that was actually called Queensblade.
Our main character, when she gets her Witchblade armor on, is next to nothing. She is extremely busty.
Yeah, dude.
And she straight up has, like, a little clitoris armor.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. They went all out, dude.
That seems
But
excessive.
it is excessive, and it's another anime where it's like so excessive, but then there's no nudity in it at all.
Huh.
Yeah, it's a little strange. But overall, I mean...
It's like you may as well be naked at a certain point.
But also, that is just kind of Witchblade.
Yeah.
That is just how Witchblade is.
Yeah, I feel like I've definitely heard of that one,
Yeah.
and then didn't watch it because it did not sound like my bag.
Yeah, it's based off an American comic book.
Yeah.
Which is also drawn very, very sexy-like.
One of them.
Yeah. But overall, I thought the anime itself was good, and it probably could have went on my list. However, I don't know. I think it still hit a few too serious of tones to properly put it on my list, I guess. That's what I'm trying to say.
I get you.
Yeah. But, yeah, man. There are some sexy animes out there. Just because an anime is sexy does not make it bad either.
Yeah, no kidding. Well, Roger, let me ask you something, because we talk about it whenever we have a ramble.
Mm-hmm.
What have you been watching?
Dude, I have caught up on so much stuff. There's still a couple of things I need to catch up on.
I haven't caught up on a few things, so yeah, I need to work.
Let's start with, because I know we're watching a lot of same things this season.
Mm-hmm.
Let's start with Demon Slayer.
Holy moly.
Holy man.
Yeah.
That last episode
was outrageous.
Dude, the ending of that episode.
People are losing their stuff. Now, let me say this. That show airs on here on Verve or whatever, Crunchyroll, on Saturdays. We record these on Fridays. So we are talking about the previous episode. When you're hearing this, for sure there's a new one out now.
Yeah, it's
But
the
that was called,
episode that ends with all the fire stuff.
It was called like Konkiri or something like that.
Yeah, something like that.
And let me look it up. But yeah, it was rad and wild. You got a lot of cool, like...
Dude, that ending
everything.
sequence was freaking amazing.
The
dude.
art was outrageous, dude.
Also, we finally really get a good look at that water dragon.
Yeah, no kidding.
Yeah, God, dude. That fight was sick.
It was super
This
rad.
show is
Hinokami, excuse me. It was called
Hinokami.
Hinokami.
This show is so freaking awesome, dude.
Mm-hmm.
They hit that gas pedal and they do not stop. And the brief moments they do stop have like so much good relief.
Yeah.
That I think you kind of need. It's just enough decompression.
Yeah, I
to go
normally
straight back into the thick stuff.
Normally, when we get a series like this, that's like a straight up shonen thing, and yeah, it's like super action packed and whatnot. Usually, you see them go like 90, 100 episodes. Look at Black Clover, which I still haven't watched because it's 1,000 episodes. But like, I want this one to run forever, and I'm very glad I got in on the ground floor.
Yeah. Right now is the time to get in. I mean, that was episode 19, I believe.
Yeah.
Oh my God, dude, this show is so good.
If you haven't checked out Demon Slayer, please do before it gets any more daunting to try and catch up.
And we finally heard Nezuko speak a little bit.
A little bit.
Dude, that show is freaking dope, man.
Yeah, it's super rad.
It's so dope. That last fight was so cool.
Yeah, man. It was super cool.
Let's see. Let's go into O Maidens. Let's talk about that for a minute. I caught up on O Maidens.
Boy.
Have you seen the 6th episode? Whenever I texted you, I was talking about the 5th, but there is one more episode after that.
Let me just pull it up real quick and make sure.
I think they were going on a field trip
today. Yeah.
Okay.
Episode 7 just dropped today. So yes, I did see up to episode 6. Boy, oh boy, this show continues to be. I'm really enjoying it, but it's a little weird.
Yeah.
Particularly episode 5, there's some stuff in there that, like, I mean, at the very least, they call out this dude for being a straight up pedo.
Yeah, I mean, there's no real easy way to dice around it. Like, this show straight up includes a pedo in it.
Yeah. It's wild. I mean, it's not like you're actively watching him doing anything, but like we have a character who did have a run-in with this guy basically, who was like basically her dance teacher or something.
I don't remember what they call it, but there's like a certain like. I don't remember. I remember a while back.
Let's not talk out of our asses just to be safe.
Yeah. A while back, there are at least this group of people that are trying to get the idea pitched to make it acceptable for people to be into people that are underage as long as they don't do anything with it.
Yeesh.
And I don't remember what it's called. There is a term for it.
Gross.
Yeah, it's freaking weird. Because they're freaking kids.
But yeah, that's the thing about this. The thing with this show, though, is that like that's the.
But the people are essentially like, "Hey, I'm attracted to them. I can't help it. I would never act on it."
Yeah, so get out of here. Go away.
And maybe you shouldn't tell anybody that. I don't know.
You should get the fuck out.
Yeah.
Anyway,
but that's what this guy is.
Basically,
whatever that term is, even if it is or isn't a real thing, that's what this guy is. He's like, he's a pedophile that doesn't act on it.
It's weird, but see, that's the thing is like that's the thing is like that exists. That's a thing that happened to this character, and you're seeing a fairly interesting and or realistic response to it. Like the show has yet to like fully skeeve me out.
Yeah, I don't know. She does straight up without telling the guy anything about him first. She runs him up to the guy to meet him.
Oh yeah. So there's a character who like is with a boy when she sees this guy, and she's like, "This is my boyfriend." He's like, "Oh, neat," and he just fucks off. The weird pedophile guy just fucks off. It's odd. That's the thing though, is the whole show is like about these characters who are making bad decisions and or dealing with bad shit.
But also we have the teacher that is teaching.
Yeah, I still don't fully
teaching sex-ish.
So there's a character who is a writer who wants to write like love, like that has no experience with sex, so she can't write it, and so she's trying to get someone to show her what that's like, and the person she lands on is a teacher at their school. Yeah. The show, again, it's a show about these girls making very bad decisions. Yeah. Yeah. And the dude, I mean, it's weird because like the whole time he's like, I'm not into high school girls. I don't want this. And then like, but he is still going along with it.
Yeah, he is still chatting back and forth with her. Yeah. And he is still like, at one point he was like, I want you to go to this window and then show me your panties.
Yeah, like a flashing thing. Yeah, it's weird.
It is weird. It's still good.
Yeah, it has yet
still good.
Has yet to fully skeeve me out, but it is pretty freaky deaky, man. Yeah. Not gonna lie. Yeah. I feel like I need more opinions on this.
Yeah, it is. That's why I came to you, dude, because I was like, I don't know, like I feel weird about this, and I'm not sure because I mean, clearly I made it through Domestic Girlfriend, and I didn't feel too weird about that. Yeah. But I think one of the things that you brought to my attention was, well, it is pretty realistic.
Yeah, slightly more so.
Also, I think it has something to do with it being females going into older males.
Not the other way around.
Yeah. Which, okay, it's not okay either way. It really isn't.
Yeah, that's your own little hang up there.
Yeah, but I mean, I guess it's easier for me to rationalize it and accept that because I am a male. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I would really
I'd be
I really need to get more female opinions on this and see
I would
how
be
people
interested
feel.
if a female felt the opposite than I do about it.
Yeah.
I would be curious to know.
I mean, that's the thing. We went to school with people who were dating people who were out of high school and shit. Yeah. Like, women who were dating men who were out of high school or older than them.
I mean, much
older in some cases.
I certainly had teachers that I thought were attractive.
Again, not to say that's cool. If anyone listening to this is in high school and someone out who's older than you in college or whatever is dating you, they're doing it because they're a complete loser and they can't get anyone their own age. So get the fuck away from them. They're probably a freak. Yeah. Just saying.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. It's definitely I don't know. I really don't know.
Yeah. I don't know. It's a good show. I like it.
I'm still into it.
Yeah. It's like, like I know that you have flags thrown up for you probably quicker than I do. Yeah. And I don't think I've had anything so much like a flag that I was like, okay, I am totally uncomfortable watching this now. Yeah. Whereas the same thing with Domestic Girlfriend. Like, I didn't have any flags where I was like, okay, I'm totally uncomfortable watching this now. But it's interesting, man. These shows, these past few seasons, they've released these shows about sex that are pretty cool. Like, yeah.
Just in the subject matter and how they handle it. Yep. It's I mean, that's the thing is like I've watched anime in the past. I've definitely watched more anime in these past couple since we've been doing this podcast than at any point in my life. And when I thought sex in anime, it was always like, whoops, I fell into your tits. Whoops, I saw your panties. Whoops, you landed on my face with your butt. It's like, yeah, that's you. That would be like my way of thinking of it. And now I'm seeing these shows like O Maidens, like Domestic Girlfriend to a point, like Sarah's Onmai, that are dealing with these obviously sexual themes and natures, but in a completely different way. And I'm like, well, that's just good shit.
Yeah.
But anyway.
So you admitted Domestic Girlfriend is good shit. It's such good shit.
Yeah, to a point.
Such a good shit.
It's such good shit. You watch anything else, man? Do you see the newest Dr. Stone? Episode
yes,
6 anyway.
I am current on Dr. Stone. Oh my god, that show is awesome too.
Episode 7 just dropped today, so got to check that one out.
Okay, I haven't seen.
Yeah,
wait, I think I did see. Are you sure that it dropped today?
Well, hang on.
What's episode 7 called?
So the last one was 2 Nations of the Stone World or something. That was 6. 7 is where 2 million years something. I can't see the rest of the title.
Okay, so
But like,
yeah,
wait, what's
maybe.
the last thing you saw? Was it a tree getting lifted with pulleys?
Yeah.
That was episode 6.
Okay.
So yeah, episode 7 just dropped, and haven't watched it yet. We got a new character, which is pretty wild.
Yeah, and she's pretty sweet too.
Yeah, she seems fun.
I like her.
Yeah.
I
got
like
a weird face.
yeah, a little bit.
Got a weird face.
I still like it.
Got a weird kitty face.
It's a good face.
Got a weird kitty cat face.
I'm enjoying it.
Dude,
I'm really enjoying this show.
She go meow.
It is so good.
It's pretty fun.
Yeah.
I still do find our main guy to be kind of douchey, but at least to a point,
Yeah.
I'm getting it now.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Yeah. And I feel bad because I really like the bad guy.
Yeah.
He's so easy to like.
Well, that's the thing. Even the characters keep saying he's a really nice guy, but also he is a murderer, a straight up murderer. We watched him murder people.
Yeah, but could I be friends with a murderer? Maybe.
Jesus Christ. My friend.
If it's that
my
guy,
friend Dahmer.
I look over that guy. He's jacked. I'm like, you know what? I'll be anything you want me to.
Would you now? My boy just rolled over and said, "Please, whatever you
That
need."
guy's carrying a giant stone sword in his hand. Like, yeah, whatever, man.
He's one hit KO in Lions, dude. You can't fuck with that.
You need a friend? You look like you ain't got any friends. You need a friend? I'll be your friend.
You ain't no friend. You a yes man.
No, I'm a. When there's
You're
a friend,
servant, sir.
When there's a friend in need, I'm a friend indeed.
Wowie
Yeah, dude. That the enemy is kind. He's good because he's not so dry.
Yeah.
I feel like his position on like what makes him an antagonist, where his stance is. I feel like it's well treaded ground, but just how like kind he comes off as makes him just adds some extra depth to him, and it's a good show. Yeah, I really am enjoying that show.
Mm-hmm. I'm with you.
Yeah.
I need to say here that I don't think I'm caught up on anything else. Okay. I have not seen episode 4 of Fire Force yet.
I haven't either, so
I've not watched any more The Ones Within. Which
I'm current on Ones Within.
I'm not, so
okay.
Don't hurt me. What else?
Astra. I haven't watched the newest.
I am caught up on Astra.
Okay, I haven't seen the newest episode.
Okay.
The last episode I saw, I believe this was the last episode, and there's one more after this.
Mm-hmm.
I saw our main character was talking to LaCroix.
Yes. Charles LaCroix, as we call him.
She believes that he might be hiding something.
Well, I'm not going to tell you how that resolves.
Damn, son. That show is good, too, though.
It's a good-ass show. It's a good-ass show, and I'm having fun with it.
Yeah, there's a lot of good anime.
You got a lot of twists and turns in that one. We get some pretty heavy development with one character that I'm
Olgar,
like, oh,
whatever,
how's this going?
Olgar and Luca.
Yes. And
man,
I'm like,
Luca got them titties.
Chill. That's another one that I would love to know like some more opinions on. I want to talk to someone who actually is intersex and see how they would feel about that. Because I don't know.
Having an intersex character in an anime? I don't
know.
Well,
like how they're handling it. Because like one thing in particular that kind of bummed me out is Luca, so spoiler alert, Luca is an intersex character who portrays themselves as male.
Yeah.
But then once everyone finds out about it, they like Luca kind of does this thing where like he's kind of playing into it, like he's teasing Olgar, the other character, and stuff. But the voiceover there, Ares, our main girl, I guess, she says something like Luca still is portraying themselves as male, but I feel like I've got a new female friend, which I feel like is kind of a weird thing to say. Like you just said that they're portraying themselves as this, and you're thinking of something else.
Yeah, I guess I really don't know.
It's kind of weird.
Somebody like do they mind of how somebody?
It's all about perception.
I would assume that there's some disconnect as to how much you mind of how somebody views you.
Yeah, and also it's a cartoon, so they're gonna do what the fuck ever.
I don't know that for sure.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. However, I'd like to have more opinions.
I don't have any friends that I know of that are intersex. However, if I did, I would easily accept them just like how I would accept you or AJ or Kat or anybody like that. And I guess however they wore with that, like if they were open with it, I don't think it wouldn't bother me at all.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. I'm not sure how someone who's in that situation would feel about this. So I'd like to know. But I don't know.
Cool character though. Like
really, really cool character.
Blew my mind. I was like, wow, goddamn titties.
Chill. chill. But yeah, it's an interesting show that's got some interesting development happening.
Olgar actually was pretty.
Olgar's pretty wild.
Yeah.
Homeboy just busted out the freaking space cannon real quick. It's like, hold up.
I found this in a storage locker.
It's a straight up laser gun.
Ain't
Deal
no
with
BB
it.
gun. Yeah.
You can take my laser from my cold dead.
Very cool show though.
Yeah, I'm into it. It's a fun show. What else? Oh, there was. Oh, still have not caught up on Mommy Sakai. I don't know if I'm gonna.
I haven't caught up on Vinland Saga either.
Oh yeah, I watched another episode or two of that. What's the last one you saw? Like the last time we talked about it?
Yeah, around then.
Oh baby.
Whenever he jumps onto the boat.
Yeesh.
Yeah.
Yeesh, dude.
I need to catch up. I've desperately been trying to catch up, and I made some serious progress.
You gonna check it out?
I'm gonna check it out.
I'm giving him the shift. You gonna want to check that one out, bud?
Why you giving me the?
I want you to check that one out.
Yeah. And I think that's all I've been watching though.
Yeah, for the most part, me too.
Vinland Saga is something that I need to get to this week.
Yeah.
I still need to get to Copcraft so I can get my opinion on that.
Yeah, I'd love to know how you feel. I will say that like most of what I did this week was just watching. Like I'm not.
That meat.
No, I'm not. I mean, again, if anyone's listened to more than half an episode of this, you know I'm not super into the sexy stuff myself. Mm-hmm. So when we said let's do a sexy episode, I was all down for it because that sounds fun. I had to watch a bunch of stuff and find me something to call sexy.
Stuff that you like.
And I tried to go kind of like fun with it, like panty and stocking. I don't know if it's immediately
I'm surprised
sexy.
Fooly Cooley didn't make your list.
Yeah, I thought about it, but then I ended up dropping it off. I went with Kill la Kill instead because it's like more overtly with the swimsuit armor and stuff. Mm-hmm. And still a really fun show. That's the thing. I wanted to do stuff that was not only sexual or sexy in nature, but also was that I really did enjoy. And that's one that I'm super into, even though I've only seen like the first few episodes. I will say, of all these shows, I've watched I tried to get like 3 episodes of each of them just to make sure I had at least a good idea of them. I have seen all of Panty and Stocking. I have seen all of Shimonetta. Food Wars, like 3 or 4 episodes in. Kill la Kill, 3 or 4 episodes in. Free is probably the one that for sure I'm gonna stick with because this show's a lot of fun. It's like the way they voice act it and cut lines and stuff, and like it just goes boom boom boom, like really. It's like not crazy joke, but like our main guy, for example, he barely talks at all, and when he does, it's because he's got something to do. Like they've got a whole thing where they're trying to get they're trying to get people to join the swim club because they need at least 4 people to be a proper club, and then they can clean out the pool and get a real swim
similar
club.
to Maidens,
right? Not unlike that. So they're trying to get a guy, get someone to join, and our main guy, Haruka. That's another thing, is that all of the main dudes are boys with girly names. So like there's a Rin and there's a Rei and there's a Haruka, etc., etc. One of the characters has a younger sister whose name would be Go, which is like a more masculine name, so she demands to be called Ko. It's pretty funny. But like our dude Haruka, he like someone mentions, like he's like kind of like constantly aloof. He never focuses on anything. Like all he cares about is like, chilling out in the water. The first few times you see him, he's literally just soaking in the tub because he can't go out swimming because it's too cold out. So at one point someone's like, well, as soon as we get someone else to join, we can finally like actually have a real swim club and go swimming. And he hears that and he immediately jumps up with this look of determination, and he's going around like trying to recruit people himself, which is pretty funny. Like it just boom boom, everything hits this kid and he's just doing something. It's a lot of fun. No joke, I said it during the actual thing. The closing for this one is so smooth and cool looking. Like the animation in the show is very good. The closing is just a lot of fun. It's just a mini music video that has very little to do with the actual show, but is awesome to watch. It's a lot of fun. Yeah, I really like that show. I'm gonna have to stick with it. Also, like, when I was talking about, like, I was talking to friends of mine at work who watch anime and stuff, I was like, you got any recommendation for sexy stuff? And they were like, maybe High School DxD, this, that, blah, blah. And High School...
That stuff Roger has.
High School of the Dead, that was the one that they kept saying. People kept telling me High School of the Dead. Punchline was another one I got recommended. I watched an episode of that, and I was like, weird. But, like, I would mention, like, I'm thinking I might put Free on there just because it's kind of fun. And, like, you know, hard bodies and whatnot. And everyone was just like, yeah, if you get through an episode. I'm like, I've already watched 2 episodes. Do you think they just immediately start fucking? Like, why does this show freak you out, dude?
Yeah.
Why are you so weak?
Yeah, if you watch more of that gay shit.
Gay. And I'm like, you're so weak. You're incredibly weak. Why do I talk to you? But no, I legit, that show's a lot of fun. And I'm probably going to check out more Food Wars and, for sure gonna try to finish Kill la Kill because that's just a fun show. Holy moly, the action in that one.
Nice.
But yeah, that's what I've been watching mostly.
Cool, man.
You got anything else to talk about? We got any questions? Got any M&A news?
I don't think so, dude. I think we're ready to roll out of here, out of this steamy, sultry, sweaty heat.
Yeah, it's real sweaty in here.
It's hot and heavy.
He's getting...
Mom's spaghetti.
He's weak. Mom's spaghetti on his spaghetti already. Mom's spaghetti. All right, so let's hit the plugs and get on out.
Yep.
Let's hit it. So, we already mentioned a little bit during the review portion, but if you want to leave us a comment, suggestions, tell us about your sexiest
I am slightly
animes.
freaked out that the computer screen is off. So,
you want to go jiggle that?
Nah, man.
Quick?
Let's roll it on. I'm pretty sure it's still recording.
All right, let's just.
I just want the good buddies to know that too. That my computer screen is off for the first time. That
My boy is sweating.
Yeah. Like,
and not just because it's hot. But anyway, if you want to leave us comments, questions, any of that cool stuff, there's a number of ways to do it. If you are listening to and or watching this on the YouTube channel, Rapid Kick Media, by all means, leave us a comment. And while you're at it, go ahead and give us a thumbs up, subscribe if you don't mind. It helps us out a lot. We really appreciate it. And if you leave a comment, we're going to find it. We're going to find your questions. We're going to talk about it. You know, we want y'all to be as much a part of this as we are. Why not? You can also hit us up at any number of places. We got the Facebook group, The Good Buddies Universe on Facebook. Yep. We got the Twitter, TGB_anime pod. We have the dead and zombified Tumblr, thegoodbuddies.tumblr.com.
Yeah.
We got the classic Gmail, thegoodbuddiesanimepod@gmail.com. And of course, anywhere you find this podcast, be it Podbean, Stitcher, Podcast Addict is what I use, Apple iTunes, Apple Podcasts, whatever they're calling it now. Leave us a comment, leave us a rating, 5 stars. We'd really appreciate it. And as I always say, every one of those things I just says has a different name.
Some good buddies have left us some 5 stars on iTunes.
Nice, dude.
Yeah. I was like, wow, we didn't have this many before.
We do appreciate that.
We didn't have 5 stars before.
We truly appreciate it. Thank you so much. We're going to have to give y'all a shout out.
If you want it to sound really sad, yeah, we have 5 stars on iTunes.
Jesus.
I don't know where we get most of our listens.
You're bringing me down, man.
Yeah.
But
so give us some stars.
We really appreciate it. Thank you so much. But beyond that, let's go on to the music. We want to give another shout out to our good buddy Haas, our sexy buddy Haas, for the closing theme on the YouTube.
Drink his bathwater.
Oh, yeah. That's Thomas Tastes Better on Instagram. Again, that's Haas for the Buddy's Good is what we're calling that one. A lot of fun. Again, Thomas Tastes Better on Instagram. We do want to give a shout out to our good buddies Married with Seamonsters, a.k.a. the Mary Janes, for use of our opening theme song, Paperdoll. Appreciate you for that one. They are on Spotify. However, that track and so many other hot fire tracks are only available on marriedwithseamonsters.bandcamp.com. Check them out. Get some tracks. Download some stuff. It's a lot of fun and a lot of good music. And of course, let's give a shout out to our good buddy, A Petty Theft. Indeed. That is how it's pronounced. 2 P's at the beginning, 2 T's at the end. Petty Theft. For the use of our closing theme song on the podcast of the show. We're still calling that one Sweet Anime Dreams. Again, that's Petty Theft on Twitter and SoundCloud. Petty Theft. And I think that about does it, man. How do you want to take us out of here?
I want you to kazoo us out,
You want
please.
me to kazoo us out?
I feel like it's a shame that you brought those kazoos and we're not going to use them. So they need to make it somewhere.
If you heard the beginning of the podcast, we wanted to do like a sexy song thing, and we tried to do something with a guitar and the kazoo to be like a hot like saxophone kind of thing. It doesn't really work, I don't think. The kazoo's kind of hard to mellow with, but I do have kazoos, and I guess that's how we're taking us out. So I don't know. What do you want to hear, man? Camptown Races?
I don't know, man. You just riff us something, dude.
All right. Well, from all of us here at the Good Buddies Anime Podcast, I am your good buddy Brandon.
And I am your good buddy Roger. Bye.